Remember me? I was sitting back the other day, and I was watching how wrestling goes, and I was pretty happy with what I saw. I said, hey, maybe they'll finally get it. Maybe they'll book right. Maybe they will. And then I saw WrestleMania 25. Then I started to ask myself, who am I? Who is Majesty? Majesty is someone who broke through the glass ceiling when they tried to keep me boxed in. I'm the one who went into the deep waters with the wrestling world and dealt with sharks. I'm the one who takes the artists of these YouTube wrestle communities and drown them in the pain of their canvases. I'm the guy that took Monoxide, the artist of HHSW, and painted his face red with my boot. And I'm the guy that decided to bow out of wrestling with a statement made. I'm all these things. Yet as a wrestling fan, I'm just another face in the crowd to them. They who refuse to push talent. They who see beyond blind devotion and refuse not to. They who refuse to let those who deserve it bask in the spotlight. It's a world where a man can work his whole life in the indies and become nothing more than a jobber. Yet a man who makes a living in movies and has never wrestled a day in his life can become the world champion. The world can be a cruel place, as can the wrestling ring. And I found out long, long ago that in order to survive in this wrestling world, you had to be cruel too. You had to be ruthless. You had to be aggressive. You had to take no prisoners. You had to be destructive. You had to be... you had to be me. Now, I don't have to be behind this hat. I don't have to be so dark-minded. I don't have to be so heelish and so cryptic. I don't have to not reveal who I am to you. But you know what? I do it. And I do it because you don't deserve to see who is behind the hat. You don't deserve to see the brighter side of me. You don't deserve a light in darkness. Because when I look out at you fans, you so-called smarks, you so-called wrestling experts, you so-called attitude era kids, you so-called PG era kids, when I look at you, all I see is the darkness of the night, where I see no light, and I only see stars. Stars are an illusion that you're a smart mark that knows something about the business, because you can go to Wikipedia, look up Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, and talk about how great him and Ric Flair are, and boo John Cena because you think it proves you know anything about the wrestling business. Well, there's no illusion to who I am. And maybe behind the hat, but it's not me with something to hide. All of you who are trying to pretend to be something you're not, you talk it. I walk it. And I'm gonna walk it in any organization I go to. You wanna talk about darkness? The only darkness you'll see is when I shut your lights out. And if you don't know, you never did.